Hey English learners, what's up? Nowadays, when you are scrolling through your social media or while watching the latest shows, you must have noticed that there are these specific words and phrases that are popping up everywhere. That is exactly what we will be talking about today. In this video, I will be sharing 10 new and trendy words that people are using in their daily life and conversations. Whether you're looking to sound more trendy or just want to understand what everyone's talking about, this lesson is for you. Alright, let's kick things off with our first trendy word, sus. Now, if you've been online or hanging out with younger crowds, you have probably heard this one a lot lately. But what does it actually mean? Well, sus is short for suspicious or suspect. Now, it's made its way into everyday conversations. For instance, if someone is acting a bit off or doing something that seems questionable, you might say, "That guy there is kinda acting sus. Should we call the cops?" Or if your friend tells you a story that does not quite add up, you might say, "Your story sounds sus, Ryan." So next time something seems a little off, you know exactly what to say. That is, sus. Next up on our list of trendy phrases is rent-free. You might have seen this one all over social media lately, but what does it mean when something is rent-free? So, when someone says something is living rent-free in their head, they are talking about a thought, a memory, or an idea that they just cannot stop thinking about. It's like that thing has taken up space in their mind without paying for it. Hence, rent-free. Let's look at some examples. The viral song is living in my head rent-free for weeks. This means you just cannot get it out of your mind. The teacher's comment is living rent-free in my head. So, in short, rent-free is a clever way to describe those thoughts that just won't leave you alone. Whether it's a catchy song, a funny meme, or even something a bit more serious. Let's move on to the next word, which is rizz. This one has been making waves, especially on social media and among younger crowds. But what does rizz mean? Rizz is actually short for charisma and is often used to describe someone's ability to attract or charm others, particularly in a romantic sense. If someone's got rizz, it means they have that special something that makes them smooth or appealing, especially when it comes to flirting or making a good impression. For example, if your friend is really good at talking to people and always seems to be able to catch their attention, you might say, "Ryan's got mad rizz." Another example could be when someone effortlessly charms their way into getting a date. You could say, "She's got some serious rizz." So, rizz is all about having that natural charisma that just draws people in. You should definitely keep this word handy if you want to compliment someone on their social skills. Now, why don't you let me know in the comments about when you have used your rizz or you know of someone else who has used their rizz. Now, let's take a look at the next word, which is also quite popular nowadays. Pookie. Pookie is like a nickname. Some people give this to something or someone they see or find cute. It is a term of endearment that describes something cute and is used to express warmth and fondness. Let's look at some examples. "Don't worry, Pookie, everything's gonna be all right." Or, "Happy birthday, Pookie. I hope your day is as special as you are." Pookie is one of those words that makes you smile. whether you're using it seriously or just for fun. It is a great way to show someone you care. The next one is buzzin'. This one's been all over social media, especially when people are talking about food. When you say something is buzzin', you're saying it's absolutely delicious, like it's so good you cannot get enough of it. It's a way to hype up a meal or a dish that's just hitting all the right spots. For example, you can say, the burger from Jimmy's is buzzin', or these fries are really buzzin'. So, next time you have a meal that is off the charts, you know exactly what to say. The next trendy phrase online is villain era. You might have seen this phrase popping up in captions, tweets, reels, or even TikToks. But what exactly does it mean to be in your villain era? It's not about actually being a villain in the traditional sense, but more about embracing a mindset where you are prioritizing your own self first. It is a phase in one's life where they are focusing more on themselves, setting boundaries and not worrying so much about what others think. Here are some sentences. I'm in my villain era, focusing on myself and what makes me happy. Or she's embracing her villain era by setting boundaries and saying no more often. So, if you are in a phase where you're focusing on what is best for you, don't be afraid to say, welcome to your villain era. Next up, we have a phrase that's been making rounds online. Touch grass. It might sound a bit strange at first, but it's actually a clever way to encourage someone to take a break from the digital world. When someone says touch grass, they're telling you to step away from your screen and get outside into the real world. A simple way to put it would be to take a break from the digital world. For example, if you have been playing video games for hours and your friend thinks you need a break, then they might say, Sam, go touch some grass. Or if someone's getting overly heated in an online argument, you could suggest maybe it's time to touch grass and cool off a bit. So, next time you feel like you're spending a bit too much time online, remember to take a breather and, well, touch some grass. Another trendy word that has been circulating around is chuggy. If you have heard this word online and wondered what it meant, let me tell you, you're not alone. It has been trending recently and it has been creating a lot of buzz. So, chuggy is a slang term used to describe something or someone who is out of date or trying too hard to be trendy. It is often used to refer to things that were considered stylish once upon a time, but not currently. Let's look at some examples. Men wearing skinny jeans in 2024 is a bit chuggy. Or decorating your home with a neon sign feels a bit chuggy. So, if you're ever feeling like something is trying too hard to be trendy, you can call it out as chuggy. Next up, we have a phrase that's been popping everywhere. That is, it's giving. But what does it mean? Well, it's giving is a phrase used to describe the vibe, mood, or impression that someone or something is giving off. It is often followed by a descriptive word or phrase that explains what the person or thing is giving. Think of it as a way to express the overall feel of something or someone. For example, if someone is dressed in a bold, stylish outfit, you might say, it's giving fashion icon. That means you are giving off the vibe of fashionista. Similarly, if a room is decorated in a way that feels cozy, you could say, the room is giving warm and cozy. I hope this lesson is giving trendy vibes. Moving on, let's look at a phrase that has been in trends quite recently. Very demure, very mindful. This one has been making quite a stir online, especially on TikTok and Instagram, and often tied with the girly trend where it suggests that a woman should be modest and reserved, which is a stereotype. However, the trend does the opposite, where people are using this phrase to do the opposite of demure and mindful. It is a fun way to poke around the original expectation, so let's look at some examples. She posted a bold photo shoot with the caption, "Very demure, very mindful." Or Sam posted a reel of himself with makeup with very demure, very mindful audio, breaking the stereotypes. And there you have it. We have explored some of the trendiest words and phrases from sus to very demure, very mindful. These are not just catchy terms, they reflect what is going on in the world today. While they might seem a bit silly at first, they're actually part of a bigger movement. Remember, language is always evolving, and keeping up with new trends is a fun way to stay connected. So go ahead, try using these in your own conversations. And if you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more fun and exciting content. Until then, see you next time.